Okay guys, I'm like really anxious today, but it's like one of those anxieties that's because of a good thing. Do you get anxiety like that? Please let me know down in the comments. Because, okay, my channel, like my old one, hit 99k subscribers. And that's so close to 100. I'm like so close, which of course you guys know, like 100 subscribers on, not 100, 100,000. 100 subscribers on YouTube is actually a huge deal. Like if you're a brand new YouTuber and you hit 100 subscribers, that's like awesome. But like 100,000 is when they give you like the play button, like the plaque with your name on it. And I'm only like 1,000 subscribers away. And it's like one of those things where like, when I mathematically look at the estimates, right, I should hit 100,000 in the next like 10 days at some point, like depending on like variable, it might be sooner than that, but I don't think it will be longer than that. So, guys, like for some reason this has me stressed out so bad because like it's such a big thing, you know, like I think it's like every YouTuber's goal, like eventually to hit that and get the play button. And like, I've been doing this like full time for 3 years. That's like how long it's taken me. Admittedly, like if you guys followed me, there was like a huge detour in the middle of that, but that's like not the point here. The point here is that I'm almost to 100,000 and I can't handle it. And now I have to brush my teeth. But it's just like so overwhelming to me, you know. I also just have to say, guys, thank you so much. I know so many of you are also subscribed to my other channel and like that's how you found us in our community. But thank you. And you guys have given me so much love and support over these like past few years and I appreciate it so much. And I can't believe that we're about to hit 100,000. Like I'm so excited, but so stressed. And I think part of the stress is coming from the fact that it's kind of like when someone's pregnant and they like know the baby's gonna come any day, but they don't know when. Like there's that uncertainty factor of like, when's it actually gonna hit 100K? Even though like it genuinely does not matter. Other than getting a play button, like nothing changes when you hit 100K. People still just watch your videos. Okay, so I'm going to be using the vitamin C I got a few vlogs ago. I really do love it. So far, it has not irritated my skin. When I very first started using it, I was alternating it every other day, but I've just been using it every day. My skin's still not irritated, so I do think it is very, very gentle. That is one thing with vitamin C, is that it can be very irritating very quickly. Okay guys, now I'm about to share a product that I wish I knew about as a teenager because I did not discover this till my 20s and I was like, why? So it is women's facial razors. So these can also be called like eyebrow razors or different names, but I got these ones by Chic Hydro Silk Touch Up. I've used a few different brands and these ones are good. Like if you get the super cheap ones that like come in a 10 pack on Amazon, they're not as good. Let's just say I have experienced this for myself. Let's see if I can actually get this package open. My skills are lacking, guys. My package opening skills. Okay. So these can help with cleaning up eyebrows, but ultimately I think the number one thing I love these for is like, you know, the hairs on your upper lip. Yeah, like ever since I became a teenager, I was just like so bothered by this, which I mean, like it's a natural thing. Like, and especially like all women with dark hair have this. But like, because I feel like most of all of us remove it, it gives this like impression that we don't. However, when I was younger, I first of all used like NARS, I think it was, and then I left that on too long and I got a chemical burn that like, oh my word guys, like I seriously was like, I am disfigured forever, but no, it just healed and was like normal again. However, my mom did call like the NARS like hotline and they were like, she could never use it again. Like her skin's now sensitized to it. So then I had to go on to like waxing with like beeswax and like trying like all of this stuff that was very painful and lengthy and like hard to like keep up with. And then I discovered these. And I was like, why have I never known that before? So they're just these little razors that literally you go like that and it's gone. Yeah. And like, at least mine does not grow back that fast. It does not grow back any thicker. And like, even if it does grow back a little bit, you literally go, and it's gone again. Like, I'm just like, why did no one ever tell me this? So now I am telling you guys. And technically you can shave your entire face with this. Like, obviously not your eyebrows unless that's the look you're going for. But like, it can make your makeup like just lay flatter and stuff. Like, yeah. Like, it's because like we do have like very fine hair all over our face. But yeah, pretty much like do that. So then what I like to do when I'm done using it is I will use like an alcohol prep pad just to like wipe it down, and I will reuse this one a couple of times. So yeah, I'm not just like constantly throwing these away. I love alcohol prep pads. Like, in my mind it cleans things. Does it actually? I have no clue. I discovered them because my cat is diabetic, and so we use this to clean his insulin like bottle top before we drop insulin for him. And then I was like, wow, you can just like have little pads covered in alcohol all the time whenever you need them. Like, this is great. But yeah, I absolutely love these. As you guys know, I always link to my favorite products below in the description. So definitely go check that out if you're interested. I do earn a commission if you purchase through my links, which is of course always a great way to support your favorite creators, is by actually clicking the link in our description when you're interested in buying in anything we talk about. Yeah, I have to finish getting ready.
좋은 긴장감 내게 말해줘 tonight 널 알고 싶어 따분할 만큼 이성적이었던 나 무너지고 있잖아 내 앞에 서면 생각도 멈춰 사랑에 빠지는 건 바보 같다고 그렇게 난
Like, I wanted to change the sheets on my bed, but I just hit like a physical wall. Like, I am so tired and I think I just need to like lay down and eat food and like, I don't know, watch a show, then work on my computer or something. I do not know why I'm this tired. I just like want to go back to bed, but I've been really working on getting my sleep schedule slightly back to normal, and like, you know, sleeping in the middle of the day is not going to help that. I feel like this is one of the most frustrating parts of having chronic illness, is just you don't know when you'll suddenly be rendered completely useless, more or less. And you can like have all these great plans and want to do all this stuff, and then it's just like, nope. Also, can you hear my cat? She like hates it when I'm in my bedroom by myself. Like, it's like her worst nightmare. Like, she doesn't actually need anything. If I just went and sat on the couch, she'd be fine, but she just hates that I'm in my room. Princess? What is happening? Okay guys, I'm gonna share with you one of my like favorite really easy recipes. How nutritious is it? I have no clue, but this is what I eat. Okay, I call it mango salad. Doesn't that sound fancy? So first of all, I start off with some refried beans. I really love to get black bean refried beans, just personal preference. I also like to get them in like these microwavable pouches. So I got this at Smith's, which I think is a Kroger brand, so they probably have this at a lot of Kroger stores. but it's like a super easy to make. Also, I discovered recently that not everyone knows about kitchen shears, which are just like scissors, but for your kitchen. And I'm going to be using these a lot in this tutorial of my random food. So cut it open and you microwave it for 1 minute. Okay, so the next main ingredient is rice. So I got the Simple Truth Organic 100% whole grain brown rice and quinoa. This is not my favorite one to use with this recipe. I actually really like their Ancient Grains one that has like lentils in it too, but this is what I currently have on hand and like it'll work perfectly fine. So this is also one of those things you microwave for 90 seconds. See, this is what I'm saying when I'm like easy. Like I do have a rice cooker, but like 90 seconds is easier. Next up is the Tyson grilled and ready chicken. So I really love this because it's so easy just to get like a handful of chicken to like put on salads or like anything else. Now sometimes I will buy like just chicken breasts and cut them up and then like cook them in my air fryer. Like I might show you guys how I do that in another video, like kind of as meal prep. But like, so when I don't have that on hand of like stuff I made myself and froze, then I use this. So years ago, right after I got diagnosed with celiac disease, I cooked so much from like scratch. And eventually I was like, this is way too much. Like I just need to figure out how to do everything quicker and easier, and yeah. So that's how I've like come to my current point of like attempting to make very easy meals that have at least some nutrition happening in them, right? Guys, I used to cook my own bread, like mixing my own flour ratios. Like, you know, with gluten-free flours. Okay guys, so then what I will do is I will take a large Tupperware and I will just put the beans and the rice both in this. And then I add another essential ingredient, which is salsa verde. I get the mild because when I was younger, I used to be able to handle spice like so well, but guys, so I also got like where my digestive tract was upset and like constantly inflamed and irritated at me. So I guess that's not like actually handling spice well. But like, I mean, I could eat it and I could enjoy it and like I craved the spice, but like dousing everything I ate in sriracha apparently irritated my stomach. And so I stopped doing that, and yeah, like I feel a lot better. So I pretty much only eat mildly spicy things, which is sad because I am very much a spice person. Like I like spicy food, but my body does not like spicy food. That is the problem there.
그래 미소에 난 취한 것 같아 자꾸만 웃음이 나 어린아이 장난 같아 다정한 밤 공기가 적당한 bar 바랬던 나를 date 다른 음악이 돼 달콤해 그대와 나를 한 잔에 그냥 콜라다보다 달달한 그말
We have food, guys.
보다 더 마음의 이끌림을 따라 내게 다가가 입 맞출래
can we talk about how assassins always jump out of the forest in period Joseon dramas? I'm just saying, in a Regency drama, you never have giant gangs of assassins jumping out of the forest. Things they're missing. Imagine Mr. Darcy is like riding through the Pemberley Woods and then there's just like assassins jumping out. Someone needs to make that. Seriously, okay, I am convinced that someone needs to make like Pride and Prejudice, but as a K-drama. Has this been done? Because it needs to be done. If you guys know of a K-drama that is like Pride and Prejudice, please let me know in the comments down below. Because I feel like it would work so well. I feel like Pride and Prejudice and K-dramas have like very similar plot lines. Elderly cat, sir. I was gonna tell them about the manicure. Look at this guy. Look at him. So as you saw, I got like the pink tinted one, but like on my nails you cannot tell whatsoever. If anything, I think maybe it just makes them look like really healthy. Just kind of like you can, yeah, it's not like pink pink. It's just like maybe like a little healthy glow pink. It's legit $9.99. I feel like this is a new low. It just went back down to $9.998. Who unsubscribed?
빛으로 내게 한순간 스며들어